we decided to bring Skyler into the picture because I'm just too ugly to be not sharing screen space with somebody cute. So for potty training, we talked in the other video about things you don't want to do. In this one, we're going to talk about how we can potty train our dogs. Now, potty training is all about positive reinforcement and recognizing when your dog needs to go, and then providing an association between the act, the reward, and the command word. Now, the word that the Guardian's been using is go potty. Now, dogs can the first sound that they hear, so saying go is really inappropriate. We don't need to use that. I would just say potty. But because we've been at this for a year, dogs sometimes will start to ignore a command if they hear it a lot, which is why it's not a good idea to repeat a command to a dog over and over again, or call their name over and over again in a dog park. We're just teaching them to ignore us. Because when I'm more interested in sniffing this, and they just keep on yelling my name, well, my name isn't that important because they're not coming over and making it happen. So when it comes to potty training, what I would suggest is coming up with a new word. The word I like to use is business, because it seems appropriate, but you can use any word. You can say blue. So we're going to use business for the purpose of this video. So what I would do is take her outside one of the 3 times. Now, the 3 times, again, after waking up, after play, and after eating. Take the dog outside, and she's sniffing the ground, especially if she's kind of doing figure eights and coming over back and forth of the same area. That usually means they're going to potty. So what I do is I wait. As soon as they start to eliminate, whether it's peeing or pooping, I use the same word. So as soon as she starts to pee, I would say the word business in a normal tone of voice. A lot of times when we're potty training our dog, when we've been at it for a while, the dog does it, oh, business, business, business. We're so excited, we'll interrupt them and they won't evacuate their bladder. So you want to say business in just a medium tone of voice. So she hears it, and don't baby talk it. Dogs do hear the pronunciation of words. So business sounds like completely different words to dogs. So once I say business, as soon as she starts, as soon as she gets done, the Guardian has already trained her that she needs to come over to him immediately afterwards. I'm going to have a very high value treat, a higher value treat than I typically give for other training. And then I'm going to give it to the dog. The second it touches her lips, I'm going to say the word business. Then I usually spend about 15 seconds petting the dog. Now I don't say business, business, business. I just say it twice. But we want her to understand, wow, I get all this great attention. He scratches me on all my favorite spots after I do business. Now when I do business inside, he doesn't say anything to. Now if you catch the dog in the act inside, just simply pick them up. And then take them outside and go to where you want her to go. Now because she's a small dog, she probably doesn't take a long time to urinate, so you have to be kind of careful about watching. So as soon as she does it, we make the reinforcer by saying business at the same time she gets the treat. Now, we need to make sure she doesn't have accidents in the house while this is going on. So if I take her outside and she doesn't do business, what I would do is bring her back inside and put her on a leash and tie the leash to my belt, or I would carry her around, or I would put her in a kennel. I'm not going to give her any ability to have an accident. If she has an accident and you want to punish, you can get like a stick and really hard smack, I mean as hard as you can, yourself, because you're to blame, not the dog. So we don't want to strike our dogs for pottying. We just realize, oh, I should have taken her out sooner. Now if she does it a lot, we might maybe just take her out once an hour. We're in Nebraska, it's fall right now, it's beautiful. In a month or 2, we're not going to want to go outside repetitively. So I would really put the hammer down on potty training. I would just set it up once an hour. I'm taking her outside, and when she does, I'm a reward, reward, reward. But I'm only going to give her 5 minutes to go. If she doesn't go in 5 minutes, she doesn't need to go enough. She's going to get distracted. So if we do that consistently, after a while she's like, man, I go outside, and we're taking her out so often she has the ability to do it, and she gets the reward, and she hears the command word. After we've done this for a couple weeks, then we say business, and she goes, then we go, yeah, she has to potty. But if you say business and she's just like, don't really respond, then we know that she doesn't have to go that bad. So this is how we teach our dog how to potty on command using positive reinforcement.